as a man, you fight invisible
Demons.
demons, invisible battles every single day. When you wake up, you're fighting demons. So all that man would need is just a safe space to talk about their struggles, without being judged, by anyone. Because as we say in the beginning, once you show a little bit of weakness, you're considered weak. So how are you feeling today, mister?
I'm feeling so good that I needed a lemonade.
A lemonade.
That's how good I'm feeling.
So you decided to betray coffee.
Yeah, because it's already 9:30
Wow.
p.m. after a long, amazing day full of coffee. Full of coffee.
Full of coffee. How many cups of coffee did you have?
3.
Okay.
And half here, half there.
Half here, half there.
And I had 2 cups of tea.
Okay.
That's quite a lot of caffeine.
Caffeine.
I think if I were going for alcohol drinks, I would be alcoholic.
You'd be an alcoholic?
I think so.
Good thing you didn't.
Yeah.
God saved you from that.
Right? Right? Otherwise, shit,
Yeah.
bro.
So yeah.
How are you?
Doesn't matter how I feel.
Just because you asked me, I feel the need to ask you. Like the social obligations.
The social obligation.
I have to ask you, how are you?
The world doesn't care,
I do care. Yeah, I do care, but not much.
You see? They say it's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
You see?
Like, you're going to move on, whatever it is you go through.
It's tough being a man,
It is.
You're going through a bad day? No one gives a fuck. Life moves on.
Suck it up.
Suck it up as a man.
Yeah.
Take it from
The back, the front, wherever you want to take it from. Whatever you want to take it from, whatever the hole is.
So today we're just gonna create a space,
Wow.
For every man out there who's going, a man's life is really simple,
Yeah, that's what I always say. We are simple creatures,
Yes,
bro.
very simple creatures. The things that make us happy, bro, you'll be shocked, For example, I've seen sometimes memes. You see someone like a 35-year-old buying a PlayStation, you know?
Yes.
It's not about the PlayStation. This is what people need to understand, It's the feeling,
Yes.
stepping out of reality,
Exactly.
forgetting all the problems, all the burdens,
Have you watched this video? One girl broke her boyfriend's PlayStation, and the guy was just devastated, and he threw the joystick, and he told her, "That's all I have." And what she thought is just like, "That's all I have as an item," but what he meant, that's like, "This is my whole life."
Yes, that's what keeps him sane.
Exactly.
You see? Because being a man, is not easy. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
No one really cares how you feel,
No.
like as a man.
No.
You have to give it your 100% every single day.
Yes. Beyond 100%.
You only be like 100%. There is no slack time. Your family is depending on you. Your kids are depending on you. Your workers are depending on you. Everyone else, Because sometimes I've seen, like, I'll give you a scenario. You wake up I'm going to give you a scenario of a Monday morning.
Yes.
Your phone is ringing, your deals, your wife, your kids. Everyone is calling. It's like you are the
center of
whatever of whatever is happening, And a normal human being cannot like really contain all this, without breaking down, without
burning out.
And it goes on forever. Every time you have to be like, okay, no excuses, no slack time.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I would want to talk about is emotion, you know?
Does it exist?
As a man, if you start showing vulnerability,
It is vulnerability.
you see?
It's not, it's weakness.
Exactly.
And you
It's
know-
seen as a weakness.
You know what is sad? We men, we don't see it as weakness. The ladies see it as the weakness. The ladies use it as like, what do they call it? Like a weak spot. Whenever shit is happening, they're like, wait a second. What was his vulnerability? Let's hit him where it hurts. This is the bad thing. Like, I know a couple shit about you, you know a couple shits about me. And when you and I were arguing, we keep the argument in that specific topic. We don't start bringing some random shit and I would just throw it at you just for the sake of hurting you. The ladies are, bro, professionals when it comes to this. Professionals.
I think it's the other way for guys, especially if you're like a group of guys. Guys maybe will roast you because of your big head.
Yes.
Guys will roast you because of your nose. Not that they want to.
You're just making fun.
Yeah, just making fun, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is
We
how
know
sometimes-
we know what exactly is gonna offend you.
Yeah.
So we don't really like we might shave it just for the sake
Yeah.
of fun, but we're not like really getting
Because
there.
this is what our humor is based on as men.
Exactly.
You know? That's why sometimes, have you seen this other video also? The guys are approaching each other. The IQ maybe is 140 for the other one.
the IQ level. The closer they, get
to each other
slower.
and it starts dropping, you know?
Exactly,
And
yeah.
they start acting like primates, like,
We are really, really simple creatures, you know, as I
see?
said earlier.
So yeah, and sometimes, to be honest, I grew up going to a boys-only school.
Mm-hmm.
If you are too emotional, you'll be perceived as
Gay. Right away.
You see?
Right away.
And in such an environment, you wouldn't want to show that side of yourself, you know, because bro, you'll never hear the end of it.
Exactly.
Everyone is onto you.
Yeah.
Everyone is onto you, you know. So you had to be, what do you call it? Even sometimes, let's say, if something hurts you, last time we were talking about heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Like I was asking you, what do you remember your first heartbreak? Bro, I remember it vividly, you know. And I believe that every boy or every man has to go through that.
Sure.
Because this is the first reality of life.
Exactly.
This is where life shows you in 4K, you know, from 16 years onwards to like 18, 19, 20. Because there's a time when you become a teenager and your hormones are just messing up with you, when you really think you're the shit,
Yeah.
you know? And then when that first heartbreak comes, it calms you down. It brings you back down to earth, you know? And then now you start seeing the world differently, you know?
It's really good that at that time there was that song that I used to listen to quite often. It says, "Boys Don't Cry." That song helped me a lot. Really. I'll try to play it.
So what would you do when you wanted to hide you crying or being sad as a boy, not as a man?
To be honest, at that time, I was into, I'm still into metal music. So I would just scream it out.
You'd scream it. Well, that's gay.
As if I was singing. No, I was singing it. I had a band as a young teenager, and I would just shout it out. You see, anger out. Now what do? I take a walk outside, and thanks to you, now I'm cycling outside. This is my version of therapy.
Therapy, exactly.
I swear.
Yeah. Do you stay in the car after you get home?
Bro, I told you this goes back to the first man, the Stone Age man. Like, I think we talked about it in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Like, Stone Age man used to go fight wars and kill animals and hunt and everything barefoot, bare hand. Coming back home, there was always a stone they would sit on, trying to separate the hunter from the father and the loving husband. So now it is our nowadays version. It is the car. You just sit in the car chilling. You're not really doing anything. Like you're arranging, you're just scrolling aimlessly on the phone, and then you just go home. So yeah.
Just cooling down.
Or-
A turbo car, when you come home after using it,
Or
you have to wait for like a minute.
exactly. Or my advice to my fellow men, single fellow men who are getting into a relationship or getting into marriage or whatever it is that involves you moving in with the other gender. First things first, you have to agree on the toilet. I would like to go to the toilet and sit for as long as I want, as long as I need and as long as I want. That literally is my therapy, like in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. I want to just sit by myself in that small cell and just do nothing without someone. Are you leaving the toilet? Bro, the amount of guys that I know that they have, like, bro, leave me be. Like, I'm in the toilet, bro. You know, to all my fellow men who would like to shit comfortably. Yeah. Back to you, Mr. Ives.
So, bro, moving on, the other thing that a lot of men face
Yeah.
is financial pressure, This is the most important thing, especially these days, because your net worth is tied to your wallet. You
Nope.
see?
You're not net worth. It's not your net worth tied to your wallet. It is your value at home.
Your value at home?
Value. Look, nowadays your value everywhere is connected to your wallet, especially at home. You really you want to be broke outside, but you don't want to be broke inside. I've seen a lot of cases happening. Like you really have to be the richest at home. It is. Thanks to the modern corporate world, there is always the competition between the husbands and the wives about who's
bringing the most bread.
Exactly. And that, I don't know how the fuck it got translated into I am the head of the house and the decision maker. Okay, some men, unfortunately, they don't make more than their wives, but they're taking on the whole role of the father and the man of the house. You see? So why would the modern corporate world strip the man away from his role? I mean, no offense to the ladies, but
Bro,
100%.
This podcast is leave ladies out of this. This is like
Because
a space that we're
space?
creating. Like
Yeah, this is my space.
No, stop
Okay,
dragging
you know what?
women into this.
Yes, I'm not gonna bring the woman to this.
Continue the right direction.
Yes. Is there a right direction?
Yep.
What is it?
What we're talking about, how you are viewed or perceived as a family, like not only by women.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Do you care how your boss views you?
Who?
Your boss, your employer.
My employer. What do you think?
What do I think about you?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, you do care, but not that much.
Okay.
Just for the sake of professionalism and your position at work. Other than that, you couldn't give two shits about it.
Okay.
But then you go back home and you don't just care. I mean, your whole existence is all about your role and your position in that place. So your friend's gonna accept you whether you're rich or poor, whether you're dumb or smart.
These days, I don't think so.
These days, bro, still, there is still some. I mean, look, we always make fun of this. Guys group, there's always like a whole range of ages.
Yeah.
You find the young and old and middle and whatever. Professions, you find a doctor, engineer, unemployed. You find like a businessman, freelancer, scammer. You literally find all the categories.
Yeah.
Okay, and the level of intelligence fluctuates quite much. Interests are so unalike. Some guys interested in sport, the other one doesn't give a shit about sport.
So what brings them together?
That's a very good question, to be honest. I don't know. I really don't know. Fun.
What fun?
like
They have
look,
different likes, they have different backgrounds.
which
they have
is
different-
which is nice because, I mean, if you and I we agree on literally every single thing, we're gonna get bored of each other. If you and I we have the same exact interest, we're gonna get bored of each other.
For example, have you noticed sometimes, let's say you get to a new place, can be a gym, can be a new workplace, can be a new setting, you know? There's that one guy that you always gonna get along with,
Yes.
you see? Why? You might have different beliefs, different religion, different background, different, but there is this one thing that you and that guy, how can I say, it's bromance.
Bromance is real, bro.
You see? Sense of humor is off. But there is that one thing, like it's respect,
Yes.
like in a way, you know? For example, I'm not dragging girls into this. Again, I'm just trying to,
You can't. You have to.
I have to give a comparison, let's say. In 2 minutes of knowing each other, they are very best friends. It's like they've known each other for centuries.
They would go for a fight
But
for
guys,
each other.
they'll look at each other like this. The first day, they're like, guy moves on. Second day, and then once it starts as a handshake, it's done.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
So because the guy's trying to say, okay, cool. This person must be coming to the gym. Maybe we might be. Have something in common. So yeah, back to the finance part, bro. We are now straying away.
The pressure, my friend.
In a
is real.
family, okay, let's say in your own family, as kids, your parents, every time there's like when there's weddings or when there's, I don't know in your culture or in like burials or something like this, when the most influential person is the person with the money.
The decision maker.
Yeah, that's why I said influential. The decision maker, the final decision lies in the pockets of that person. It doesn't matter the oldest, the youngest. For example, there's a situation. We need to buy a cow. A cow is 1K. You don't even have anything to spare, but your younger brother can buy the cow or can buy 10 cows. You're going to say, we're not buying any cows. Your brother's going to say, let's buy 10 of them. That's the final decision. Part done. You see? They'll tell you to go and be part of the manual labor because that's your contribution. You didn't bring anything, you know? And you are looked down upon, like, you know, sometimes you are really trying hard.
Yes.
You see? It's not that you're sitting and chilling. And in most cases, it's not the hard work that pays off, bro. There's a lot of things. Luck, contacts, networking. Sometimes you might be in the same network, in a good network, and still not make money.
Yes.
You see? So positioning, you see, sometimes is very important.
You don't exactly know what you need to do to make money. But you just don't want to do it. You know very well.
You see? So, yeah.
Look, I don't want to turn the topic into money, but I'll just bring you two examples. A guy's making decent money, but he's faithful, he never lies, he's a man of his word, and whatever a man could be. And another guy makes tons of money. He's not so faithful. He's not so much a man of his words. He lies every now and then. You see? You will find the guy with the money and all these bad features living a good life, a comfortable life. Is it the money? Or is it the people looking at the money and whatever? I don't know.
Bro, I've learned something over the past few days that had me thinking.
A few days.
Few days ago, few weeks ago.
Okay.
The world doesn't pay you back because you're a good person.
Never pays you back because you're a good person.
You see? If the day you realize this, the day you start living your life better, You see, sometimes you see there's like politicians and like people that lie, like as the scenario that you gave of such people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're living a successful life, you know? Someone talked about, was it quantum mechanics? About the universe.
Quantum,
like the
quantum physics.
Yeah, quantum physics, yeah. The world vibrates what the energy that you give to a
You
certain
attract
extent.
what you think of or
See?
something like this.
So if you are full of doubt, if you are full of failure, you attract this. Have you ever noticed something that if you are afraid of something the most, that thing is going to happen to you?
One
You
guy says
100%.
the issue we have in this world is that smart people are full of doubts while stupid people are full of confidence.
You've summed it up.
Like literally, this is something
You see?
sometimes. It's funny that the irony, you and I were talking about this kind of things over a podcast, and sometimes I watch some people's podcasts and I'm like, do you know what the fuck you're talking about? And I am so afraid of people watching the podcast and saying, do these guys know what the fuck they're talking about?
Yes, I do know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I
You
live
see?
this. So sometimes I'm like, bro, please read. Like whoever's talking and whoever's recording themselves saying something, like, don't you bother to do a quick background check about that thing you're talking about before just opening your mouth. Yeah, as that guy said, full of confidence. You know, bro, I'm trying my best not to turn the conversation towards women, because let me be realistic, let me be honest in a nice way or a harsh way, I don't give a shit. This is not statistically proven, it's just me throwing the statistics. Literally half of the issues we're going through is because of women. The other half is work, family, kids, life, health, all of it combined in half. The other half is women. You see this line? Literally, like women here and the rest of the world is there.
Bro, I'll throw you out of this podcast.
Why? Because I'm saying my opinion?
No, because I told you, I gave you a guideline.
You gave me a guideline, but look, this is
You're straying away now.
the conversation you and I were talking about is man mental health.
Yes.
On this note,
Why? Yes, we both know.
Let me tell you
unspoken truth. You know?
man mental health. I come to you, a man to a man. I come, I sit, I tell you, I'm mad, I'm tired, and I tell you what I go through. You don't go by my side. You don't tell me, you know what, you're right. No, if you see that I'm wrong, you tell me you're wrong. You see? But you tell me you're wrong and you tell me why I'm wrong. And if you have a solution, you might give me your advice. If you don't have a solution, you would just listen to me at least. But I come to you and I tell you what's wrong with me, knowing for a fact you're not going to use it against me. This is why it brings me always back to mental health. It's always associated with women in a very negative way. A very negative way. Look, if a brother could talk to his sister, if a son could talk to his mother, a husband could talk to his wife freely about what they're going through, trust me, the whole world would be healed. But unfortunately, we're not able to. We can't, we could not, we will never be able to. Because, again, as I was saying, the moment they feel cornered, they're going to bring that shit up. So tell me, how the fuck are we going to achieve mental health? Either we're going to go live with the Vaticans, or we're just going to always have this issue. Speaking of statistics, 80% of suicide rate is men. 80%. Literally 80%. You know when I figured this out? Biloon, it's 80%, Biloon.
I wish we had been in this.
Why? You would have just killed us.
I wish, but anyways.
Like, okay, why we mention Biloon right now? She sent recently a reel that says gender equality, like a woman making something talking about gender equality, and she started saying 90% of violence is caused by men, 75% of rape caused by men, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something really quick, and it's quite funny.
Biloon, I hope you're watching.
70, whatever that percentage was, 70% rape was done by men. Who told you that men are not being raped by women? but just maybe we like it. Maybe we don't really consider it rape. Maybe we just consider it fun. That's the difference. We have you ever heard of a man saying I got raped by a girl? He'd be like, bro, I smashed. There's no such thing as male rape. Look. When a man gets raped, the only thing that pops up in my head, he got raped by a man, not by a woman. You see?
So
Otherwise,
that has to say something about men, you know.
we are easy, bro. I swear we are easy.
So
Easy
now,
to manipulate, easy to do everything, easy to rape as well.
bro, we're animals at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But anyways,
Speaking animals.
loneliness.
I'm Mr. Lonely.
Uh,
It's fun at this age.
do you know you can? Yes, to be honest, bro, I enjoy spending time by
Swear.
myself, like at home, by myself.
Enjoy it as much as you can, bro. Trust me, enjoy it as much as you can. There's gonna be a time you don't have that.
You see, I really enjoy it, bro. Especially now that I'm in my 30s. It's really fun, man. You know, on a Friday night, me here doing a podcast, impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible, bro. Right?
Impossible.
You see? So sometimes, like most successful men, especially,
Yeah.
they feel lonely.
Yeah.
You know,
But then,
the higher you go,
yeah.
the lonelier it becomes, because
Trust issues.
trust issues. Most people don't relate to what you have or what you carry. This is why sometimes you see most influential people, for example, presidents.
Yeah.
Most of the time, when they come out in public, yes, a lot of entourage, a lot of people around them, yes. But when they are home, most of the time, most of them are by themselves, you know. But for me, I don't think it's a bad thing, you know. This gives you time to think, strategize, but it being a lifestyle, I don't think it's something that one will like really, yes.
Next to your house, in the same yard, a small garage where you have your small mini gym, you have your tools, so drill, all these things that you can make things out of.
They say this is peak.
Okay, you have your own car and you have a project car you're working on, and like good internet, you have good screen, everything. Wouldn't you just want to be lonely in that space?
Bro, why are you fantasizing?
Thank you for using the word fantasizing about it. It's just put me there, leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro.
Yeah. So most of the time, sometimes, bro, have you seen like sometimes a guy would have a garage, a TV, like living in a garage, TV, his
PC,
gym
everything.
equipment, and all this kind of stuff. This is when you make the most critical decisions, like life-changing decisions. You know, this is when you're at your peak. You know.
Ask me where I make my critical life decisions.
What?
Do you know where I make my the most important decisions?
Where?
In the toilet. Trust me, in the toilet. I sit and I think about it. And I make that decision. Squeeze it out.
Bro, just fuck out of here. Going back
I'm
to
serious.
going back to mental health.
Yes.
You know, bro, I want to start, you know, like an organization that will support men that are going through because as you say, bro, this is like a real issue.
What is going to be the name of that foundation?
I don't know, bro. I have to think about it
Nigga
when I
tone.
become when I become a billionaire. You see, so, bro, it's a real issue. That's always swept under the.
Like you and I were making fun and laughing about it, but it is like a serious issue. Can I tell you something? A man to a man, brother to a brother.
Yeah.
This is something I would like to share to you. Once, it's not like I'm gonna commit suicide. I'm not that dumb. I fear God, and it is one-way ticket to hell. But I'm like, what if I just die, like peacefully, sleep, never wake up? And I thought about life, and I thought about the responsibilities I'm leaving behind. I figured out that I can't. I cannot afford to do it, to die. Like, what is my son gonna do? What is that person gonna do? What is this person is gonna do? What's gonna happen to that? What is gonna happen to this? I just can't afford to die. I need quite some time. I mean, yeah, when it happens, I don't have a say. It's not like I can borrow some time, no. But as long as I can, I should make most of what I have. It is a responsibility, whether we like it or not, whether we love that responsibility or not.
In closing, my brother, as a man, you fight invisible
Demons.
invisible battles every single day. When you wake up, you're fighting demons. So all that man would need is just a safe space to talk about their struggles, without being judged, by anyone. Because as we say in the beginning, once you show a little bit of weakness, you're considered weak. So maybe we should create that space. We should create that organization. Anyone wants to sponsor, or anyone wants to support my NGO, non-profit organization, my number is down here. It's open for donations.
So the next thing, Ives is driving a Bentley.
You see. So on that note, adios.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Keep your shit together.
Keep your shit together. No one cares.